Hello students, this is Neha Jain from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. I hope you all are doing well. Today we'll start with the chapter 10 Practical Geometry part 1. In this part 1 of the video, we'll discuss construction of parallel lines, construction of parallel lines and the construction of triangles using different criterions. In this part, we will refer to the construction of triangle using SSS criterion and SAS criterion So children, first of all, the construction of parallel lines, as you are well aware that to construct the parallel lines there are three conditions. That is, first is the alternate interior angles must be equal. Second is the corresponding angles, that is the angles on the same side of the transversal must be equal. And the third and the last condition is that the sum of the angles on the same side of the transversal must be supplementary. That is, the sum should be 180 degree. Secondly, we refer to the construction of triangles. That is, the first is the SSS criterion. That is, when the measurement of all the three sides of the triangles has been given to you. And the second one is, that is when the two sides and the angle included has been given to you. Got it? Now children, will start with the exercise 10.1. So please open page number 196. Just go through the first question. Draw a line, say AB, take a point C outside it. Through C, draw a line parallel to AB using ruler and compass only. Now just see children, what you have to do, you have to just draw a parallel line. So first of all, before drawing the parallel line, just see the steps of construction. I will just show you the rough figure. Now what you have to do is, as you have to just draw a parallel line. So first of all, you have to draw a parallel line. So first step is, draw a line segment AB and take a point C outside AB. What you will do? You will just draw a line AB. I am just drawing the rough figure over here. Draw a line AB and take a point C outside AB. Is it clear? Now second step, take any point D on AB and join C to D. Now what you have to do, because as you have to do the construction of parallel lines, and as I have already told you that for the construction of parallel lines the alternate interior angles or the corresponding angles must be equal. So first of all, you have to just construct a transversal. So for this, we will just take a point D on AB. Is it clear? Now we will join CD. That is, CD is the transversal, so that we can draw the alternate interior angles on this transversal. Now just see the third step. With D as center and take convenient radius, draw an arc cutting AB at E and CD at E. Now just see children, and CD at F. Now what you have to do, just open your compass and take any convenient radius and keep your compass needle at a point D. Just draw an arc cutting, okay, what it is said, that is, draw an arc cutting AB at E and CD at F. So this is the arc EF. Now just see the next step over here. With the C as center and same radius as in step 3, draw an arc IJ cutting CD at H. Now children, what you have to do, as you have to draw the alternate interior angles, means measure of this angle and the measure of this angle, that is the angles on the opposite side of the transversal should be equal. So measure of this angle and this angle should be equal. So whatever the radius you have taken over here, whatever the measure you have taken for drawing the arc over here, with that same radius, you will just keep your compass needle at a point C and draw an arc IJ. This is the arc IJ. Is it clear? Cutting at H. This is the intersection point. This is the point H. Now what is the next step? With the same arc EF, draw equal arc cutting IJ at G. Cutting IJ at G. Now what you have to do, children? You will just keep your compass needle at a point E and measure IF. You will just open your compass till EF. You will just measure this radius. Now keeping your compass at a point H, you will just draw an arc over here. Is it clear? You will just draw an arc over here such that you can just draw a parallel line. You will just, what you will do? You will just open your compass, keep your compass needle at a point E, you will just measure EF, and with that same radius, without disturbing, keeping your compass needle at a point H, you will draw an arc. And at last what you will do? Join GC to draw a line L. This point you will just label it as G, and you will just draw a line L through this GC. So you can see that this is a line parallel to AB. Now you have just got the line that is AB parallel to L. This is the way you have to just do the construction of parallel lines. Now children, to make this construction more clear, I will just do the construction on paper. Now just see children, we will do the construction of question number 1, exercise 10.1, that is the construction of parallel lines. So first step is, that is draw a line segment AB. We will draw the line segment AB. This is the line segment AB. Just label it. This is the line segment AB, and take a point C outside AB. What is the next step? Take a point C outside AB. Now take any point D on AB and join C to D. Got it? So first of all, you have to draw a line segment AB. Then you have to take a point C outside it, and then take point D on AB such that you draw the transversal CD. Join CD. Now third step, with D as center and take convenient radius, draw an arc cutting AB at E and CD at F. Now what you will do children? With the help of a compass, just take any convenient radius and draw an arc. So you will just draw an arc in this manner and label this arc as EF, and label this arc as EF. Got it? This is the arc EF. Now what you have to do? Now with C as center and same radius, whatever the radius children you have taken, no need to disturb your compass. Again with the same radius with which you have drawn an arc on point D, you will just place your compass needle at a point C, and with the same radius you will draw an arc in this manner. Okay? And just mark this arc as IJ. This is the arc IJ. So children, whatever the radius you have taken for drawing the arc at a point D, with the same radius you will just draw an arc at a point C also. Now next thing is, with the same arc EF, now you will keep your compass needle at a point E and just measure this EF. Okay? Got it? With the same arc EF, you will just open your compass, keep your compass needle at a point E and just measure EF. Now without disturbing this, you will just mark this point as H. Now keeping your compass needle at a point H, you will just draw an arc. Got it? And label this arc as G. Got it? Now at last you will join GC to draw a line L. Now you can see this is a line GC. You will just draw a line like this and label this as L. So you can see that this is a line AB parallel to L. So children, this way you can draw a line parallel to the given line. Okay. Now we'll just move to the next question. Now just see children, question number 3 of exercise 10.1. Let L be a line and P be a point not on L. Through P, draw a line M parallel to L. Now join P to any point Q on L. Choose any other point R on M. Through R, draw a line parallel to PQ. Let this meet L at S. What shape do the two sets of parallel lines enclose? So children, what you have to do? You have to do the construction of parallel lines as you have just done in the question number 1, and then you have to just draw a line parallel PQ to parallel to RS. So I will just show you this construction on paper. Now just see children, exercise 10.1 question number 3. Now we'll just start with the construction. So first step is to draw a line L and take a point P outside of L. So first of all, you will draw a line L. Okay, this is a line L and take a point P outside L. So we are just taking a point P outside L. Now take a point Q on L. That means you have to draw a transversal. So again, as you have done in the first question, you will draw the transversal and join PQ. Join PQ. First part is exactly same as the question number 1 of exercise 10.1. The next step is make equal angle at point P such that angle Q is equals to angle P. Again, what you have to do, as we have to just construct a line parallel to L. So first of all, you will just take any convenient radius with the help of your compass and draw an arc at a point Q. Okay, just mark this point, this arc as EF. Now without disturbing this compass children, that is whatever the radius you have just taken on arc Q, on point Q, without disturbing this compass, again keeping your compass needle at a point P, you will draw an arc. Got it? Now label this point of intersection as H on PQ. Now what you will do? Now you will measure EF, as you have to draw a line parallel to L. Now measure EF, keeping your compass needle at point E. Just measure EF. Now with the same radius, keep your compass at point H and draw an arc. Label this point as G. Now children, you can just extend this line to make the line parallel. That is, extend line at P to get line M. So we can just draw a line L parallel to M. So this is all about we have done up till question number 1. Now the next step, similarly what you have to do, now take a point R on line M. Now we'll just take any point R on a line M. Then you have to draw angle P is equal to angle R. That means you can see that angle P is equal to angle Q because these are alternate interior angles, and when the alternate interior angles are equal, we can say that this line L is parallel to M. Now what you have to draw? You have to draw a line parallel PQ to, you have to draw PQ parallel to RS. So that's why we have taken a point R on a line M. Now again, since you have to draw a line PQ parallel to RS, you have to make angle P is equal to angle R. That means now you will draw corresponding angles. So again, keeping your compass needle at a point P, just take the measurement of an arc and without disturbing this compass, keep your compass needle at a point R and with the same radii just draw an arc on R. Okay. Now as the second step is that if the corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Now again, keeping your compass needle at a point G, measure GH. Okay, what you will do? Just measure GH. Now without disturbing this compass, keep your compass needle here. You can just label this point. Just label this as T. Now keeping your compass needle at a point D and just take this measure GH, just draw an arc in this manner. Okay. Now what you have to do? Just mark this intersection point as S, or you can see this is an arc. Now you can extend line from here, from this cut. Got it? That is, extend line at R which intersects at S on line L. So this is a point S on the line L. So children, we have just got the parallelogram PQRS. So this is a parallelogram. This is the required parallelogram PQRS. Got it? Okay. Now children, please open exercise 10.2, page number 198, 199. Question number 1. Construct triangle XYZ in which XY is equals to 4.5 cm, YZ is equals to 5 cm and ZX is equals to 6 cm. So children, now what you have to do? You have to construct a triangle using SSS criterion in which the measure of all the three sides has been given to you. So I will just show you this construction on paper. Now children, we will do the construction of exercise 10.2 question number 1, that is the SSS criterion, where all the measurement of three sides of a triangle has been given to you. So we are just making YZ as a base. So just draw line segment. YZ is equals to 5 cm with the help of a ruler. So children, you can see this is 5 cm. Label it as YZ and write the measurement. It is 5 cm. Now it is given XY is equals to 4.5 cm. Now with the help of a compass, just measure 4.5 cm on your ruler. You can see this is 4.5 cm. Now keeping your compass needle at a point Y, just draw an arc. You can see this arc. Okay. Now you can see ZX is equals to 6 cm. Now again, just measure 6 cm on ruler with the help of a compass. You can see this is 6 cm. Now keeping your compass needle at a point Z, draw an arc. Just mark this point of intersection as X. Now join XY and XZ and write the appropriate measurement. XY is equals to 4.5 cm and ZX is equals to 6 cm. So children, this is the required triangle XYZ. Got it? Okay. Now just see question number 4, exercise 10.2. Construct triangle ABC such that AB is equals to 2.5 cm, BC is equals to 6 cm and AC is equals to 6.5 cm. Measure angle B. Now what you have to do? Measure of all the three sides has been given to you, and at last you have to find the measurement of angle B. So let's see the construction on paper. Now children, we will do the construction of exercise 10.2, question number 4. You can see that the measurement of three sides, that is BC, AB and AC, has been given to you, and at last you have to just find the measure of angle B. So first of all, I am just taking BC as a base. So just draw a line segment. BC is equals to 6 centimeter. BC is equals to 6 centimeter with the help of a ruler. This is a line BC, which is equals to 6 centimeter. Now AB is equals to 2.5 centimeter. So just measure 2.5 centimeter on a scale with the help of a compass. You can see this is 2.5 centimeter. Now keeping your compass needle at the point B, draw an arc. Okay. Now AC is equals to 6.5 centimeter. So measure 6.5 centimeter with the help of a compass on the ruler. You can see this is 6.5 centimeter. So keeping your compass needle at a point C, just draw an arc of 6.5 centimeter. Mark this intersection point as A. Mark this intersection point as A. Then join AB and join AC. Write the appropriate measurements. AB is equals to 2.5 centimeter and AC is equals to 6.5 centimeter. Now you have to measure the angle B. So with the help of a protractor, you can just measure angle B. You can see that measure of angle B is 90 degree. Measure of angle B is equals to 90 degree. So angle B is equals to 90 degree. So children, this is the required triangle ABC. Now just see children, exercise 10.3, that is on page number 200. Question number first. Construct triangle DEF such that DE is equals to 5 centimeter, DF is equals to 3 centimeter and measure of angle EDF is equals to 90 degree. Now children, for this construction, we will follow the S criterion, that is the measure of two sides and the included angle has been given to you. So let's see this construction on paper. Now children, we will do question number first of exercise 10.3. You can see here the measurement of two sides, that is DE and DF is given to you, and measure of one angle EDF is equals to 90 degree. That means now we will just follow the S criterion for the construction of a triangle. So first of all, we will just draw DF is equals to 3 centimeter. DF is equals to 3 centimeter. This is a DF. Just label it. DF is equal to 3 centimeter. Okay. Now it is given angle EDF is equal to 90 degree. So we will just construct the angle of 90 degree with the help of a compass. So first of all, just take any convenient radius. Keep your compass needle at a point D and draw an arc. Without disturbing the compass, keep your compass needle over here, draw the first arc. Similarly, keeping your compass needle at the first arc, draw the another arc. Now again, without disturbing this, draw the first arc, and similarly keeping your compass at the second arc, just draw the arc. Now you can just join this line. This is the angle of 90 degree. Just mark angle YDF is equal to 90 degree. Now it is given DE is equals to 5 centimeter. Now with the help of a compass, just measure 5 centimeter on ruler. Now keeping your compass at the point D, just draw an arc of 5 centimeter. Just mark this point as E and at last join EF. So children, you can see this is the required triangle EDF. So children, I hope whatever I have taught you, you understood it well. So please keep on practicing more and more questions. That's all for today. Thank you.